I came to Barcelona a couple of years ago, and it was before I was making videos about where to eat in places. But I ate at some nice places, and I'm going to go back to those places and show you them.
Sorry for being a big fat liar, but the first restaurant I hadn't actually been to before, and it was called Donassus, a place recommended by my mate Steve, and a place that I entered with no expectations, eventually leaving with a big smile on my face and prawn sauce all down my chin. Food-wise, you're getting some classics and a few twists. Oysters with ponzu, duck croquettes in the Peking style served with pickly cucumber were a bit more than quite nice. A simple tuna tartare with almonds was picked apart with haste. The prawns in a garlicky sauce can go right up in the top tier of dishes from the entire trip. Never before has a sauce more called out for a crusty piece of bread to glide through it like Chaz Michaels before lutzing straight into a hungry mouth. The crispy suckling pig was a textural sensation, and the other star of the show was the sirloin, served with fries, onions and a sliver of foie, softer than the softest of beef butters. Calpet blew me away the last time I was in Barcelona. Ideally a bar seat's what you want, so we got there 15 or so minutes before it opened and secured our seats at the Tapas Amphitheatre. No menu here, just the allergy questions and whatever your waiter decides they think you'll be into. Our guide on this tapas tour today obviously started us off with pan con tomate before we ascended to clams with garlic and jamon. Croquettes arrived just before crispy whitebait with a fried egg, and their jamon magma fell down my gullet with gusto, followed by a mouthful of clam juice dipped tomato toast. A classic spomlet with aioli, a tuna tartare constructed with the fattiest parts of the fish, steak spuds and peppers. It's a never-ending barrage of all things good and nice before it does end, with creme catalan, the Catalan creme brulee. What a lunch, what a place. El Pollo was my favourite last time, and I was very excited to return. While the Spanish omelette could be the best that I've ever had, and this little squid-stuffed crispy pocket was truly delectable, it just didn't quite tickle the same pickle as before. Perhaps if the pork and the calamari dishes that I'd had previously were on the menu, things would be different, because my God, they were good. I booked a big old group of us a table at Contracorrent, where Spanish and Italian food entwine in a culinary orgy, giving birth to truly tasty offspring. The cuttlefish bomba, a croquette filled with cuttlefish and bacon, was indeed explosive in its flavour. A world-class steak tartare, served on a cracker with mayonnaise, which genuinely blew me away a bit. Truffly potato foam with egg, cod with mushrooms, veal with turnip, every single bit of food coming out of that kitchen would place a grin on the face of your most miserable relative. The last supper was at Bar del Pla, which can be a bit of a bastard to get a table at. Our mate Phoebe lives in Barcelona, and she went in on the day and managed to get us an early evening spot. These lot proper bum natural wine, and they do the best pan con tomate that I can remember eating. There's classics like anchovies and beautifully crispy coated croquettes. The batatas bravas was the best I've ever had. Raw mushrooms with wasabi, cheese and strawberries took a weird turn, but it sort of tasted quite nice. There was beef tartare avec foie shavings, a stunningly soft oxtail sandwich, Iberico pork with crisps, and it only seemed right to finish the Catalonian crusade with its namesake dessert.